my god, because I'm like, I have a mini tripod that my granddad gave me, and it's just too small for my camcorder. I almost had it. Just lean. What if I put you over here? Since you want to play like that, since you want to be like that, I'm gonna make you be like that. Still slanty. It's like hot as shit in her. Hi guys, it's been, I don't know, hasn't been too long since I last recorded a video, but it's just, yeah. But anyway, if you don't know who I am and I've just popped up on your stuff, which is cool, then hey, my name's Speary. I'm an artist and animator who talks too much, and I do this YouTube stuff because I love editing videos, and I just like talking and making stuff that people can watch, preferably while they eat, but if you just want to watch and stare at me, that's fine too. But if you want to support the stuff that I do, support me as a person, support me as a creator, all that junk, hit up my Patreon or buy stuff from my sticker store. Either of those two are just like the best ways to help me and show your support if you like my artwork or like my content in general. So yeah, just check it out. There's a whole bunch of benefits that you can get on Patreon. They're like a fucking steal if I'm being for real. So, and if you're into spirituality or tarot, I do readings over there. So what are you waiting for? I don't know. What are you waiting for? So yeah, and just that, just exclusive content on there and stuff like that too. And then my sticker store just has all my cool designs on it. I'm sorry if you hear me popping my knuckles. I'm going to keep doing it anyway. But so yeah, in this video, I'm just going to keep it as to the point as possible. But I just wanted to, we're going to go ahead and call this a part 2 of manifesting for the realist part 2. That's what we're going to go ahead and call this one. But this one really is going to be like in parentheses, going to be called like words have power or some shit like that, right? What do I mean by that though? Words have power. People hear that all the damn time. And what does it mean? If I say you're going to get $1 million, does that mean that just because I said it, it's going to happen? Depending on your belief system. Wouldn't that be cool? And if I'm being for real, my belief system, no. I think it takes more than just saying things. But when it comes to other stuff, just like, or if you're saying that same thing over and over and over and over again, of today I'm going to get a bunch of money. Today I'm going to see a cute person. Today I'm going to make a sale with my stuff. Today I'm going to get a better job. Today, da 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 da. And you just keep repeating that. Things do change because just the power of the words. I really don't know how to explain it, but I'm going to list like a bunch of examples of how words have had power in certain situations. And it's just like, to me, with those things being put out there, I just can't believe that they wouldn't have power. There's so many things that can happen. It's similar to how way back when Trump got COVID in the first place, and I did a video about that, but it was like super corny. But in that one, I was saying how some people didn't want to jump onto the train of just like, hope he dies, hope everybody gets what they deserve, and blah, 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 blah kind of shit, because words have power, and you don't really want to hope that somebody dies or hope something so negative on somebody. Now, I'll be for real. I've hoped some negative things on people. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, just sometimes with that's just proof in itself to me. Proof number 1 of how some people think that words have power and it can happen. Now, did Trump die? No, of course not. He's had a lot of money, enough money to make sure that everything would be okay COVID-wise for him. He was the fucking president at the time. Like, he wasn't... I didn't really think he was going to die. If he did, it would have just been because he was an old man with COVID, not so much because a bunch of people were trying to manifest him to die. I don't know. It was just really funny. But anyway, in that video, I talk about how, like, people think that words have power and that's why you can't say stuff like that, or why you shouldn't say stuff like that. Or This is like super specific, and I don't want to get into like huge detail on it because I respect people's privacy, but I have, and I'll show a picture of it, but I have a bumper sticker on my car. I've gotten pulled over for it several times. I've gotten a bunch of other issues happening. I've had people ask me here and there whenever they see my car, they're like, who's this guy? Who's who is that? Who is that? And I'm like, oh. And he was my mentor when I was a tattoo apprentice a couple years back for a couple, I think like 4 or 5 months. And he gave me that sticker, and it says, I hate on it. And to me, I didn't know it at the time. Obviously, when I got it, I liked him. I was being taught by him. He said it was some form of reverse psychology to make people look at the sticker, and then when you look at the sticker, you see the address to his tattoo shops, and it'll make you go like, who is and then you go find out who he is. Anyway, so like, that was going on, and I had that sticker. I had no idea. I wasn't putting two and two together about like words have power or no shit like that. I just had the sticker. I thought it was cool. I thought it was cute to slap something on there that was like kind of an inside joke, I guess. But even though it was an inside joke, that guy made like tons and tons and tons of stickers, probably still has stickers that just say I hate on it, and so many of his customers would get them, obviously loving him and appreciating him and wanting like to do business with him and stuff like that. They didn't genuinely hate the guy, but they thought it was so funny, and they were like, yeah, I'm gonna take this sticker, I love it, and they're gonna go slap it somewhere. So a bunch of people have the sticker now, right, that says I hate his first and last name, and people are asking about it, people are wondering, and in bringing up all these ideas when they first see the sticker and they don't know anything about him, they're like, well, why does this person hate him? Why does this person have this sticker? He must have really did something bad. He must have really been a bad person, a wrong person. He must be. I had one cop pull me over, and he was wondering if he was just like a shitty politician or something, and I was like, no, that was my tattoo mentor, he's fine. But like, just that in itself, people start coming up with their own ideas of who that person is and why that person who has the sticker might hate that person, you know? They start coming up with stuff. The last thing they're thinking about is, oh, must be a great guy if such and such hates him. So with that being said, a lot of people would be wondering or thinking, and I don't know if other people put it on their car like I did, where it's just a big fat thing that says I hate on it. But what I think about is just like, with the fact that I've had so many interactions where people have stopped me to just be like, what does that sticker mean? Who is that guy? Why don't you like him? What did he do? Did he do something wrong? Is he a bad guy? All these questions of like negativity. And I was like, no, he's not a bad guy at all. I thought he was chill. But I don't work there anymore. I don't work at that tattoo place anymore. And the last that I had heard about anything, he wasn't really that great of a guy anymore. Now, do I think that solely his stuff and his life and the way that he interacts with people and the things that he did and his behavior and whatnot, like, was caused solely because of some fucking stickers? Absolutely not. But I really do think that is a good example of how words could have power. Imagine if everybody that took his sticker put them on their car or on an amp or their laptop or their computer, like just stuff, their PC, their wall, their doors, their anything, their folders, and just something for somebody to see. And then the first thing that you think, even if you don't ask that person the question, is, who is this guy and why is he bad? And it's just, those are all that stuff. And I'm going to just end it there with that, of just how I feel like, oh wow, words really do have power. Another way that words have power is, have you ever self-deprecated? Have you ever just said the shittiest things about yourself and just joked about it and ha-ha-ha'd about it, or joked with your friends about stuff, about how much you wanted to die or how much you just want to jump off of a bridge or just any of this other stuff? Have you ever? I mean, and it's okay if you have or haven't, but in my opinion, when you do that stuff, when you are saying these shitty things about yourself or how much you hate yourself or how much you're a shitty whatever you are, it speaks that into existence. Even if you are just joking, even if you are just like, oh, I'm just playing, I don't even really believe that in myself. But it's like, I feel like unless you, I don't know, say that you want to off yourself or that you're a shitty whatever at whatever thing, and then you joke about it, and then you like run to the mirror and say to yourself like, no, I love you, I care about you, everything that I said was just a joke, I actually genuinely think that you're amazing this, amazing that, and I love you so much and I don't want to die and da 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 da. I just don't think that those words just lose meaning, the negative ones. So, like, and I'm not saying that if you self-deprecate, that means that you should run to the bathroom or run to the nearest mirror and look at yourself and say all these positive things, and that just, like, null and voids what you just said. I mean, it's just, like, at that point, why are you saying them? You should just say really good things about yourself, because words have power. So, like, just, if you are saying a bunch of self-deprecating things to yourself and you realize, just think about that. How long, if you can say yes that you've done that, how long have you been making jokes about that? How long have you been saying that this thing that you do that you love maybe is shitty, or that, and you're just joking about it? Or how many times have you just said something that you didn't mean, but it was at the expense of some sort of part of you, you know? How long have you been doing that? And do you suffer with any sort of confidence issues or depression or just hating yourself or anything like that? If you do, it's probably because you're still calling yourself a piece of shit, or that you're awful, or that you can't do this thing and stuff like that. Your brain, even if your brain doesn't know that you're joking, your brain hears you say this stuff over and over and over and over again. And it's like I should say that words of repetition have power, because like you say that over and over and over again, and it's like your brain doesn't know any better. It's like, oh yeah, we're a shitty artist. I guess we are a shitty artist. I have to change that. So it's just like, yeah, I don't think that it's good to do that, but that shows that words have power. Maybe you came into this video thinking that I was going to talk about all the ways that words have positive power. No, because I need to show you what normally happens, because if we're being for real, not the majority of people are like saying good things about themselves all day, every day kind of thing. There's a lot more people that are just being like, I'm a piece of shit. I don't like myself. It's okay. All this kind of stuff. And I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's on you. I'm not going to judge or nothing, but I do feel like maybe you should try to turn it around, especially if you feel like you've been suffering from any sort of self-confidence issues or anything like that, because it's probably because you keep telling yourself that you are these things that you don't want to be. So that's another way that, like, words of power have power. Another way is, like, all the tests that they've done of, like, when you say nice things to plants and they grow more, whereas if you say negative things to plants, they understand that and grow less. They feel shitty. So that's, like, another way that words have power. And that's just, like, in itself, like, you gotta change that and everything like that. The reason why I would bring this up is because, like, it's just good to say these things. It's good to say good things about yourself, and you can test it for yourself to see if, like, your words when you say positive things do have power. So instead of saying a self-deprecating joke, try to switch it up and just be like, oh yeah, I'm amazing, I'm phenomenal. And if you can't mean it right, then that's okay. At least you can say it instead of saying the other stuff, because in my opinion, like, jokes have a little bit of truth to them, and that's probably why, even if you're jokingly saying shitty things about yourself, that's why they're still kind of true. You believe that on some level. Otherwise, you would immediately change it and be like, I'm just playing, I'm actually an amazing this, or something like that, you know? So I guess, like, my thing to you would probably be like, hey, try to say some positive stuff about yourself and see where that goes. Try to say some things that you do like about yourself and keep saying that over and over and over again and see what happens. Or if you even have any plants, say positive things to the plants and see how fast they grow. Because I've been doing that with my baby. Let me tell you, Sally is doing amazing, because she's amazing. But anyway, that's about it. Let me know if saying these things positively actually has an effect on your life, because that'd be pretty dope, and that would help me debunk some stuff that I had about myself of just, like, do words have power? I do fully believe that they do, because I just have too many points in my life where it's happened and it's just like they do. So it's just, yeah, try it out. And thanks so much for watching. Remember to look at my Patreon and my sticker store and my Instagram and all my other socials. And I'm on Twitch Mondays, Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays if you want to hang out. And I guess, yeah, I'll see you in the next one. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Wait, what was that? I have this one and this one. Yeah. We repping both sides. I don't know what that means.